I believe that poetry is an experience, and a lot of people here today, a lot of these poets have a lot to share. Some inspiration, something that they want to reflect, something they want to share with you. And I think it's important that the arts and the community, is supported by venues like this. And I'm very happy that we can be the go-to poetry for Willoughby and Mentor and Painesville, as far as I understand. So thanks again for coming. We have a lot of great people here today. And we're going to start off, I'm going to do a few poems here, but a few quick announcements. I want to let you know that some of our poets do have small books of their work that you can purchase. Some will be set up on the tables over there, or you can talk to them directly. And you can talk about, the money there and figure out what you want to do. But definitely support the poets if you can. And tonight's going to be a great, great night. So thanks again for coming. Appreciate it. At the very end, if anyone's interested, we're going to do an open mic, which just means that anyone who wants to come up and perhaps read something, make up something, do anything, you're more than welcome to do that. First poem this evening is one I wrote here, and it's called Drops of Dark Matter. Room for me? I hope so. Otherwise, why bother cloaking me with a codex of deviendum? Shadows adjust to the daytime sun. 45 degrees, 43 degrees, 40 degrees. Hopscotch 2468. Tires burning rubber, transcending friction. Options, there's so many options. Spinning wooden HP Lovecraft disc. 17th ranking with new sounds. Moonlit kilowatt outlook. Brass notes swallowed by enormous moths with candy mouths and blue, green, blue, flesh, black, cardiac arrest, red. Race, ready, set, go, win, lose, God, Satan. For without light, nothing would be in existence. And this, that, taken from a website, that, this, options of the next right, you will need this from a Satanist's speech. One or more black or blue red candles, as many as you'd like, a sterilized needle or a razor, a piece of clean paper large enough to write a prayer below, and a dry pen where you sign your name in blood, and you dip the tip of your pen in the blood. Write the following prayer. And then there's this from me. Please prepare a blank cold stare with some drops of dark matter. And be there for my cares when I enter a riddling staircase, eyes by trillions. Visions of future worlds, a better place, better than any one thing that you can imagine. Thank you. The next poem here is a bit of an experimental poem, and it is called John Cage. And for those of you who know John Cage, you will appreciate this. For 1 minute and a half, I'm going to remain silent, and the poetry piece is whatever it is. John Cage. John Cage.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Next poem here is called Ocean. Sugar on muffin tops glisten like beads of salty seawater. Thunder, distance, uncertainty. Grace calms the calamity. Space spaced out! Out, spaced out. Horns, beasts, claws, hoofs, nostrils, snorting, Satan, forming. I don't care, because between lines, electricity evolves. Steamy at the seams of existence. That's deep. Violate the squash. It comes alive with every rain and roots. With that damn death grip on the soil. Evil. Beauty. Cliched words. And she was already screaming. Existiga Jamaica Hizo Little killed the Toshiba Hilton Ida Fotothagabaga. A new language that he has acquired. The master of the emotions, age and time, palm and palm. Russian dictators, fallen empires, wind, earth, water, fire, protruding earth, evaporation. New idea, 2/6/2012. Write a poetry that highlights the behaviorisms of our modern culture by intentionally adding many words that are flashing with irrational appeal, like the words alcohol or Disney or iPods or etc. And the majority of the poem is to be written in dead language, words that are mere scarecrows of a sentence, subliminal messaging mostly. And 7, he was happy, and the devil made his adieu. Grandma, 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 love! United between minds, we commit sins, but alas, we are not perfect specimens. Idea number 2. Have this whole upper speech be done with this boy painted in black to be dancing against a black, dark, coffee black, starry night sky with green grass hill. Or memo to sub, let's see. Boys made of black paint will melt when scrutinized by a grandeur of isosomiles, plural tense of course, and brigade troops worship their duty, wishing holy thoughts, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Rose petals fall ever so slightly, only sees a path in front of me, and his eyes describing the future path of eternity. People come to this day and say hello to happiness. Awesome created credit curses. Rip through your grumble, grum, which are what my bone blind tangra. Never, 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 never. Land preserves in a sandwich kingdom. Come, I mean come. Yeah, that's right. And touch, the dream. To touch is to witness. To witness is to feel. To feel is to grasp. The grasp is rough. Greatness, the meal. Yes, greatness, the meal. Mujik inex, proverbial 5,000 watch weight. For the Gristo shift and the 20 billions of kids set to fire and stone, and you alone, but will you stop it? Okay, for my next poem here, some of you might be familiar with, this is called Sound Path. This is an invention of mine, and you could call this a sound poem if you'd like. This is one a little less sophisticated than my other ones because I made this for a group of children that I was working with some basic sounds. But the main idea is that each symbol here, each colored symbol, represents a different sound that you are to follow the maze with your hand in any tempo until you reach the X, and follow the grid of the sounds. Without further ado, here is Summer for the weak-haired class of 2012. Long Thank you. And finally here, I want to end with 2 E.E. Cummings poems because E.E. Cummings is crazy and I love him. And what makes E.E. Cummings so sweet, if you don't know him, is that a lot of his words, or a lot of his poems look like barf on paper. But that is what makes it timeless. Okay. My interpretation of what I see on the page here. Poem number 25. From his book, No Thanking. This, that, gray, white, man, horse, floats on 4 third toes. P, drooly, snuggly and sup, or to be newt toothpick so rude. Sliced up in, a spanked behind. Thank you. I'll read 2 more here, and then we'll go on to the next poem. Poem number 29. Most people simply can't, won't, most parent. People mustn't, shouldn't, most dare it. Sort of people, well, you know, kind of ain't, and even not having most ever lived. People always don't die becoming most buried, uncomingly vary by most people. Thank you. And finally, I can't say any of these are personal favorites, because I just flipped to them, but they're sure fun to read. Finally here, poem 14. Mouse one dearfully is anyone else entirely who doesn't. Move more suddenly than whose. Tiniest smile may be bigger than the fear of all. Hearts never which have perhaps loved, or that everyone will ever love, we have hidden him a leaf, and opening beautiful earth put only a leaf among darkness. Sunlight then like now disappears, some then silent, made of imagination, incredible softness, his ears, eyes.